Greetings. Today we continue our study of the ministry methods and methods of our majestic shepherd. Fourth major point today, we want to look at the majesty of the shepherd. That is his regalness. We're going to go to the Gospel of John chapter 10 and go into the comparison that Jesus makes between himself as the good shepherd and those he calls the hirelings. In verse 11 of chapter 10, Jesus says, "I am the good shepherd. The good shepherd gives his life for the sheep." Jesus is the good shepherd. He's the door by which one must enter. In verse 9, "I am the door. By me, if any man enter in, he shall be saved, and shall go in and out and find pasture." Jesus is the good shepherd. He is the door through which the saved can go in and out and find this pasture on a daily basis. Again, in verse 14, he says, "The good shepherd knows the sheep by name. I am the good shepherd and know my sheep and am known of them." Again, in verse 10, Jesus is the good shepherd because he provides an abundant life for his sheep. "I am come that they might have life, and that they might have it more abundantly." The principle is taught here that the majesty of the shepherd is revealed in the health of his flock. Then he talks about the hireling in John 10. He says in verses 10 and 12, "The hireling flees, not giving his life for the sheep." He says, "But he that is a hireling and not the shepherd, whose own the sheep are not, seeth the wolf coming, and leaveth the sheep and flees. And the wolf catches them and scatters the sheep. The hireling fleeth because he is a hireling, and cares not for the sheep. The hireling is called a thief and a robber, because he does not enter in by the door of the sheep." In verse 1, "Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that entereth not by the door into the sheepfold, but climbeth up some other way, the same is a thief and a robber." Again in verse 8, he says, "All that ever came before me are thieves and robbers, but the sheep did not hear them." And in the first part of verse 10, he says, "The thief cometh not, but for to steal and to kill and to destroy." The hireling, he is not the door through which the saved can go in and out and find pasture in verse 8. The hireling does not know the sheep by name, because his desire is to steal, kill, and destroy in verse 10. And the hireling does not provide an abundant life for the sheep, because he does not care for them, according to verse number 13.